Hey guys, in this episode I'm going to be covering the competitive strategy guide to breach HardPoint. Enjoy. First things first, if you do spawn on the side that I spawned on, you want to try and rotate right away to get control of top AC. AC is the most important because of the next hardpoint. If you have an AR up there, it's really easy to rotate and get back spawns for the next hardpoint. This one, you want to try and contest it and just, be a nuisance when you're inside here. It's going to be really hard for this player to watch both doors at the same time unless they, kind of sit like this. But if they do sit like this, their aim is pretty far away from somebody. I mean, unless you're, sitting here. This is a pretty good spot too. You just sit up here, look at the doorways, try and check, see if anyone comes in. You're going to get the upper hand, especially with this one too. They're going to be shooting at your feet if they come in through this way. So I would recommend sitting up here and having your AR watch the other side, and your buddies try and watch the back side. And have another AR maybe posted up here, or submachine gun, whatever works for you guys. And have someone else posted up right here to watch the palace cross. Alright? You can even watch it like this. If you do have someone up top AC, their main job is to stay alive. This person is in control of where you guys spawn and will make it easy to not only get to this hard point, but get to the next one. When the next one does come, this guy's going to rotate a little bit early and try and leave a guy in there, but when he dies, because he's rotating early, that guy that dies will spawn close to the hard point anyway. Now when you're in back hard point for this one, playing your anchor, you want to anchor like this, watching the palace rotation to try and sweep you out of that spawn control, or you want to try and sit over here and make it difficult for them to come in through the back. Now, your other player, I don't want you to worry about this direction. I mean, if you're back AC and you hear some callouts of some guys coming in through mid to try and wrap through the back, of course use this head glitch to try and take them out like this. But this is your main priority, is keeping control of spawns and watching the flank from the back. Now the next guy in this hard point is going to want to sit right about here, and he's going to be an AR player, maybe even a sub player, trying to watch the mid, give callouts for this guy back here, make sure no one's coming in porta potties or swinging in through the bricks wall here to try and flank in through the hard point. If you are inside the hard point, this one is very, very hard to break. You want control of this one, you want break time, you want as much control of this one as possible, because once you get control, it's really hard for the team to get you out of it. Because if you got trophies set up in here and you get rid of tax or nades and the ban and protect, it's going to be hard for them to get an advantage, so that when they slide in, they got to make 2 clutch kills, possibly just 1. But if you got a guy here, maybe a guy posted up in this corner, watching the entryways, peeking, trying to stay alive and shit. It'll make life a lot easier in this hard point, especially if you got guys calling out. Now, when you're watching this doorway, do not sit here. Please do not sit here. This wall is paper thin to wallbang people through, and it's a nice lane for an AR or a sniper to pick you off. They can even pop out back green and pick you off. I've seen a good sniper do that to me once or twice. So learn from past failures and sit right about here watching this doorway if you are, or sit in this corner. Right? It is possible to kind of peek up through here. It's not ideal because you can't really see much, but yeah. Now through next hard point, you want to try and rotate. If you did not get control of this one, the next one is super key for your team. If you lost this hard point, you want to rotate that one early and get control of generators. If you did not get control of that, you're pretty much fucked for that hard point. It's really hard to break this hard point. As with all hard points on this map, they're very confined. They're very, 2-3 ways in. This one maybe 3.5 because of the back wall run. So with this hard point, if you do have back AC, this is why it's so crucial to get back AC. It's easy to spawn in through first hill. It's easy to get control of that hill way over there, and you can rotate early in through this hill and try and set up a middle or back pinch right away. This is one of the main spots you want to be hitting when you come in. That's what you want to shoulder peek. You want to just peek that. Just make sure someone's there. If he is, fucking try and slide in and take him out with a pinch play through mid. Have him distracted, looking that way, because usually with a setup, he's the only guy looking front. This guy's job is mainly to look through the front and watch those pinches. So if you have him distracted by shooting in over here and trying to kill him, I know he's hidden here, and he's probably going to be a good player. You're playing GBs, he's probably not going to look because his job is this. This player back here, their job is to watch the cross here. You can see the cross just by peeking a little bit, and it's easy to turn around and get this way. So you want to either try and drag him out to try and flood in through the back and take out their player's back Jenny so that they keep spawning here. Once you take out this person, you guys can get full control of that hill. You can keep spawning in back Jennies and running into the hill. It's very easy to spawn and get in because you're so close. If you did not get control of this hill, let's just say you're struggling at this point, you're behind a few points, you definitely want to rotate the next hill early and get control of the back AC, which is over here.
Identified.
Or double doors AC, I don't know what you really want to call it. This hard point, when you're rotating in, have a guy post up behind back AC. This will lock down spawns, so your team spawns right here for that hard point. It'll be a piece of cake to break in or even take it yourself and get that entry time. It's going to be easy for him to watch back here. He's got a nice head glitch to get on, and then if you have a trophy system sitting behind here, he probably won't get stunned. And I'd even have him play with a sub, because most of the ARs are not going to be able to wallbang them through this. It's pretty friggin' thick. So if he just stays here and then waits for a sub or an AR to get close and then surprises them, I mean, it's not going to be much of a surprise. Most people set back AC to control the spawns, but he'll probably have better luck with the submachine gun. You also want another submachine gun posted here, so you can watch this doorway, double doors. And you also want a guy set up inside this hard point, maybe watching this cross or sitting this way. This way is the preferred area, just because this guy is not visible through this door and he can see shadows up on top of glass. He can also watch this doorway and be strafing with a submachine gun. It's going to be hard for him to break. Now, you notice how I got my specialists. This is where specialists are probably going to come into play, and as well streaks, because you almost definitely want to use a streak to get control of that back AC if you can't, or definitely, you know, throw in a Cerberus around here so that when it does rotate through, you can drive it in through the middle and just have make the team have a hard time on these next hard points. Now, when you are rotating, this next rotation is probably the most difficult just because it's so far away, and if the other team is spawning back AC trying to get to green, or sorry, not top AC trying to get to green, they're going to have easy access to that next hard point. So when you're rotating through, this is going to be the most difficult route. I mean, again, if they have a bad team and they don't know to post up back here, it's going to be pretty easy for you to swing around back. But if they have a good team, make sure you're watching for an AR sitting in here, an AR sitting on that head glitch, on that head glitch right there. It's going to be difficult for you to get those guys off, and they have full control of this back area. So I would recommend rotating through the middle from this hard point, trying to get control of the mid, swinging in through top AC, and this door here. This is going to be the hardest door to break from, guaranteed. So I think top AC and doing a back pinch is going to be the easiest way. If you try and get this guy out of the back spawn here, locking down these spawns, or even through double doors, a guy sitting back here is going to be the hardest to get off. That's a pretty nasty head glitch for you guys to try and get off here. Like, good luck. So he's pretty key. You want to swing in back and try and pinch through this way, and when you are pinching, someone's going to sit like this, guaranteed, trying to take you out. Maybe sitting back here, trying to take you out.
HardPoint locked down.
So you want to pinch in through the top, try and take this guy out and the back guy at the same time, and push in through the back, because again, your team will lock down the spawns in doing so, and you'll get easy control and being able to sweep in through this corner and being able to have a you know, a little crouch spot for this guy to sweep in, try and kill you. You have the advantage. So that's where I would say the easiest breaking points are from, or from the side here if they do not have an AR player. Alright guys, so that is how I would play HardPoint on Breach. I know some of the things that I say are personal opinion, but from what my experiences are, you want to have 2 to 3 submachine guns on this map, 1 AR being the anchor, maybe 2 on certain hardpoints. Have them switch up between an AR and a sub if you have a player that's good at that. And yeah, rotate early and try and lock down the positions. I hope you guys
Kick some
enjoyed
serious
my
ass, guys.
competitive tutorial, and please
Get
stay
back to
tuned
boot
for
camp.
more episodes in this 27-part series. This has been Sergeant Supplestack on NoobTube YouTube, or the BOG Clan channel if you're watching it there, and don't forget to keep on gaming.